Mark Twain once said, "Lies, damn lies, and statistics." Well, let me tell you a little bit about lies and lies that some people use statistics for. Here are some banners that express number of statistical values. For example, this one shows the usage of Mozilla by Mozilla Internet Windows. This one shows information about the Bible. This one shows us that's interesting statistics about obesity in America, and this one talks about smoking. Many of us do not question what the ad is trying to say by using the numbers. We kind of accept it. Usually 5% seems like a small number, and 80% is a large number. But what does it really mean? If we ask a question of 100 people whether they attended the college, and 2 of them answer yes, mathematically this means it's 2% of people are college educated. But is it true for all adults in the United States? Was my research done well? Was it biased? Does it mean that if one attended college, they're actually college educated? What do I mean by adults? Does it mean a person who is over 20, 30 years old? All this is the questions posted in a rural area or an urban megapolis. Would it matter? Well, probably most of you have seen this animal and commercials that Geico produces. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Does it mean that every person switches to Geico gets such money? How did they do that? Same ad says on average. And what does it mean? When we watch the commercial, we don't really ask this question. But maybe we should. Because on one hand, if 15 minutes can save 15% on car insurance, does it mean that 100 minutes will save them 100% on car insurance? Geico will be out of business. Those questions we usually don't go into, but for the purposes of our class, let's explore a particular example. What I would like you to do is to go to this link, check it out, and then come back to this video. Welcome back. General Mills claims that by eating Cheerios, you could lower your cholesterol by 4% in 6 weeks. Again, what does it mean? As I was preparing for this course, I went further to look into the statistics. Usually, I do not check statistics on ads like we talked before, but I was just very curious how they determine this information. I also was very concerned how propaganda manipulates using good and bad ways and how numbers are used for those specific efforts. So, are they trying? So, there's no specifics here, so my quantitative reasons kicked in. Are they saying that every person who eats Cheerios will lower their cholesterol? How much Cheerios could that person eat? Should a person be an adult or a child? Does the age matter of the person? Is 4% of population or is just specific population? Does disease and cholesterol level occurs equally between men, women, and children? The number seems fairly small. So I decided to go more and looked around online. Apparently, I was not the only one who was curious about it. FDA also questioned those numbers. By thinking about it, if a person on average would consume Cheerios and it actually would drop their cholesterol level by 4%, this means that in 12 and a half years they will have no cholesterol? Is it possible? It sounds funny, but that's what the numbers were telling us. While I wasn't able to get my hands on actual research and publication, it seems like many people question those numbers, and advertisers had to remove the statistics of their announcements that were running on TV. So, as you can see, I showed you that statistics sometimes used by people and not in ways that are truly meaningful. The reason why I did this is to show you an example that there's more to know about the facts that are laying behind particular statistics. A quantitative reasoning gives you power to distinguish rubbish from a true meaningful numbers, and provide you with knowledge to work with numbers you see and hear every day. It is not just about applying mathematical skills, but it's about knowing how to contextualize data and interpret data into meaningful information. This course will help you to hone on a skill set by learning what kind of questions to ask when faced with statistics and data, by exercising your mathematical skills, and by showing you how you could be employed in both mundane and complex ways to form knowledge and practice for everyday life. We will practice telling the story of numbers and telling stories with numbers. When you become adept at thinking, processing, and writing quantitative to become better in your discipline, but also to be a better informed member of society. I hope that you will find this illuminating way that data and information relate to our more personal experience and to the micro-social dynamics we are participating in.